Okay. We planned to have an open forum, but we didn't have a lot of stuff to talk about. So then we just decided that we'll go with the flow. And if we don't have anything to talk about, we can start giving movie and show recommendations, right? Because that's what we always do. So keeping your cameras on or off is your choice. It's up to you. Anything works. But since this is an open forum, we encourage everybody to talk, right? So anything that you wish to contribute, even if it's not on our list or agenda for today, and you have something interesting to talk about, you can talk about it. All right, cool. Shrish,
Yeah, sure. Understood.
sure. So what do you all want to start off with? I think that I had put a list on the group today morning. What stuff that we want to talk about? I think Shrish had
Yep.
suggested the author theory, right?
Yeah, I had suggested
Yeah,
the author.
yeah. So maybe you can start off with that, and then we'll see how this goes.
Okay, so yeah. So Orchard theory is like basically it's like this theory which came about I think in the mid 60s or 70s. I'm not sure about the dates from film cinema. It is like we said, the screenplay writer is not the man behind the whole thing, behind cinema. It's actually the director. So it's like the director is the one who has the vision and stuff, right? So he should be
Hmm.
given the credit for the whole thing rather than the screenplay writer who he does give us some very important like dialogues and structure and stuff, but at the end it's mostly the director who does most of the artistic integrity thing. So
She
yeah,
has
now
a
it has
cool
expanded.
background. She has a cool
Yeah,
background. It says I love cinema. Yeah,
yeah,
continue. I
I
want to
love
interrupt.
no problem. No, yeah. So what I was saying is now in recent times it has expanded to say like even producers can be authors or actors can be authors. I really don't know, but
I
yeah.
think it came
So
off. It came off because we spoke about. We did a Hitchcock movie, right? And we spoke about how there is certain things which have this signature Hitchcock appeal in all of his movies. So Hitchcock was one
true,
of
yeah.
one of those who stuck who stuck to the theory and who had a lot of things which were similar in his movies.
Yeah, so
Hmm?
usually like when you have auteurs, they always collaborate with specific people over and over again. Like Hitchcock usually had that, these particular actors, blonde, female, femme fatale characters, actors, I want them. And like you have a particular template, their films are very similar to each other and stuff like that. Nowadays we have Nolan, yeah, like
Yeah, we have
Amrita Singh,
Nolan.
Christopher
Nolan
Nolan,
is
Tarantino. Yeah,
we did one of
the
Tarantino's
epitome of,
offshoots right last week, the Tamil movie, which was
yeah,
inspired. Yeah,
true. Yeah, I think Yash wants to say something. You go ahead,
yeah,
Yash.
yeah.
It's
So
like a free
go on.
forum. You can just start.
Yeah, hello guys. Okay, so I think it's like the author's theory, right? I think it's like a director's identity, like how you identify a director based on the movies. Is it so? Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right, that's right. So Vandika said Rohit Shetty. So even with Rohit Shetty, he has these unbelievable fight scenes and these car crashes and I don't know
Cars
what else.
racing, shooting in Goa, Donapaula has to be there.
Yeah, even in
good.
Singapore and all of that. So if
Round
if it's a Rohit
lampshade,
Shetty movie, a car has to fly. A car has to fly
sunset
and crash
scenes,
somewhere.
sunset shots, same
Hmm.
palette.
Getting
It
out of the
started
car
off.
in a very stylized way.
Hmm.
The women in
Uh,
the movie are very submissive and good values.
yes, you want to continue? How many of you all are Rohit
Uh,
Shetty fans? How many of you all are Rohit Shetty fans?
Yeah, I love
I,
Rohit Shetty.
yeah,
Like to
those movies are
understand the
interesting.
work to do.
He's so entertaining. He's so
Yeah,
entertaining.
I mean, yeah, if you keep your brains outside the hall and you come watch the movie, you'll have fun and go back home.
He's not making a movie for physics experts. He's just,
It's entertainment.
His movies
And
remind me of
like
Tollywood.
Avantika mentioned, there's a lot of Goa, there's a lot of Donapal in Rohit Shetty. Ian?
Yeah, his movies remind me of Tollywood. A lot of Tamil movies.
Oh, okay.
Shrish.
Offended.
Shrish is offended. You're not going to
Hashtag
criticize
offended.
Tamil movie. Hi, Diksha.
Yeah, hi Diksha.
Diksha's here. So we were saying
Okay.
Rohit Shetty. I think if not for Rohit Shetty, Goa wouldn't be Goa. Like Rohit Shetty brought Goa to Indian to that typical Indian tourist, right? Everybody's like, Rohit Shetty ko movie. They want to go to Donapal and click a picture at Suicide Spot and stuff like that. Diksha wants to say something? We are talking about Rohit Shetty.
With respect to Achio theory, like we were saying, Rohit Shetty is one of the many Achios of the modern cinema era.
One of the very few ones in India, at least.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
Sanjay
Yeah.
Leela Bhansali, yes. He has a thing for controversies.
There's Karan Johar.
He has
Yeah,
a
Karan-
copyright.
You can't leave Karan Johar out of this.
Yeah, okay.
The
If you
only
consider Karan
Austrian
Johar,
study that I would attach with Karan Johar is making unbelievable cinemas.
or making
With-
movies start with K.
Star Kids.
He makes happy ending movies.
Yeah.
If you are a Bollywood hero and you have a kid, Karan Johar is the one who's going to produce your kid's first movie. That is a given. All right. Yes. Anybody else wants to come in who hasn't spoken? Ian, Yash, Warren, Avantika.
Done.
Does anybody else want to say something, or maybe we can bring up something else? Yes. Let's go to Zened Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, because that is the most fun part of today's conversation. How many of you all have watched it? To be honest, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I have watched it.
You have? What was your first impression?
Yeah, I watched it too.
I think I watched it around 10 years back. Yeah, I think 10 years back when the movie came actually, but I didn't understand the movie at that time. So when I watched it again like 2 years back and all, I really understood the meaning of it. Movie is actually nice. It teaches a lot of things, the life related stuff and all. But as far as the entertainment part is also concerned, movie also standards like the music and all, like the song, the Senorita. I just love it, right? It's really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, yeah, 10 years back, that Gen X or whatever, that teenage, early 20s kind of people, that's the target audience. They are the one who's going to vibe most with the movie. So, yes, did you like it?
Yeah.
Ian was saying something?
Yeah, I also watched it. How
When?
each character,
Recently or when you were a kid?
2014, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And how Hrithik Roshan is always after money. He stalks, he loves the stocks thing. And we have opposite characters like Farhan Akhtar, who just like to make fun of him in every way, and then their fight was too good. Wherein they fight.
Stop attacking
all the
people. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
And then they get back together, and then how it ends very emotionally. It gave a good idea.
It is a nice movie. I won't take credit. I won't discredit it, right? And yes, I have seen Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I've just not watched it fully at one go. It's just always been bits and pieces. But it is a nice movie. But recently there was this 10-year anniversary or something of it. It was all over Instagram and everybody was going gala over it. So the only reason why we put it up was to see if it was over. How many people have seen Dil Chahta Hai? That was, I mean, I saw Dil Chahta Hai before Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and it it wasn't a copy, but it had a lot of inspiration from Dil Chahta Hai. Varun was talking to me about it recently. Varun, you want to say something?
No, I don't want to deface this film any more than it already has done to itself.
Varun is totally on the other side of the fence. And who was it? Diksha who suggested the topic, and Diksha
Yeah.
sitting all quiet here. Diksha, we are
Yeah.
waiting.
Time to speak up.
Pick up.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay,
she's
so
unmuted herself.
this was and yeah, I don't think that. I mean, I don't know if ZNMD really lives up to the hype, like, because it's really hype. It's an amazing movie, but I don't know if it's like that good that, like, everybody's like ZNMD is so shit, like there's nothing else that is so past it and stuff. That's my opinion on ZNMD.
Yeah, it
Shrish,
makes sense.
which side
Yeah,
are you
so
on? I want
no,
drama. Somebody has to go against it.
no, see, I'm totally fine with people liking it actually. Like it had a lot of good things about it, right? Like you said, yeah, it maybe have taken inspiration from Dil Chahta Hai, but it, again, like the directors are related. I think Farhan Akhtar and who directed ZNMD? I've forgotten. I think sister of Farhan Akhtar, I guess, no? Something like
Zoya,
Hmm.
Zoya Akhtar.
yeah, Zoya Akhtar. Sorry, Zoya Akhtar directed. So it's like, but again, both are very different films. And I see like people who would have watched it like 10 times since it's on Star Gold all the time or something, like every weekend it's on Star Gold. It's a very fun film to watch, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm sitting at home doing my 9 to 5 job in front of the computer all day, and these people are running like with the bulls and stuff. So yeah, there's some kick, adrenaline jump in it, and it kind of has a message also. So I don't want to take anything away from it. Yeah, I personally also like the film, so I wouldn't actually go ahead and say it's not it didn't live up to the hype. It kind of did, and I'm totally fine with it. That's my 2 cents anyway.
It's a beautiful piece. I mean, it has all the star cast, and like you said, it's a great movie. But yeah, I don't think the hype, like Diksha said, the hype doesn't match up to what the movie offers. But again, it was 10 years ago, right? 2011. So considering the scene then and society and culture back then, so it was a craze, especially among people our age. Also, because she mentioned Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara on Star Gold, I had to crack this Surya Vansham joke on Sony Max. So if you all haven't watched it, it's available like every alternate day on Sony Max. Please go watch.
No, not every alternate day. Every day, 24/7. Every Wednesday and Saturday, only Max and Suri.
Because every time I scroll through the channel list or something, there's Amitabh Bachchan's face on Sony Max and Surya Vansham is there. Okay.
But it's a nice
Avantika,
movie.
maybe we should do Surya
I
Vansham
remember watching
sometime.
it.
And we won't even have to share links. I can just tell people, please open Sony Max any time of the day and you'll find it there.
It's not that repetitive also. Sony Max is quite a nice platform.
You didn't talk about Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Why am I?
I think Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara is a very visually appealing movie. It's shot abroad, and there's Hrithik Roshan and Katrina Kaif, and
everybody's going all gala over it.
caters to everybody's interests in what they like to see on the screen. And it's like, there's a beach and they live in a fancy hotel and they're all like, rich. sort of, and
No, they are rich. They are not sort
really
of rich. They
the
are
songs
very
are
rich.
really nice, and yeah, and if Javed Akhtar has his poems in the background every few few 30 every 30 minutes he gives his Farhan Akhtar has delivered most of his poems, which are, if you think about it, they're really, really good. I love the movie and I watched it recently, and I think I related to it more now than I did 10 years back. And I also kind of watched it every 2 years on Star Gold. Like,
Uh,
sheesh.
this and Bang Bang. I don't know. Star Gold has a thing for Hrithik Roshan. They keep playing Bang Bang.
Everyone has a thing for Hrithik Roshan.
Like the name Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara was one of Farhan Akhtar's songs actually, Rock On. So the movie, like
Farhan
Oh,
Akhtar.
he he was one of the dialogue artists of the movie for Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara along with Zoya Akhtar, and he only named the movie because it was one of his songs, Rock On.
How many of you
I
are
didn't know.
actually Farhan Akhtar fans? Because I feel, he's really overrated in the Bollywood industry. Come on, man. He does everything: direction, acting, music, singing,
Really
whatnot.
overrated. He's underrated.
He's
Yeah,
underrated,
exactly.
yes.
You said overrated.
I
Yeah,
didn't say
exactly.
overrated.
So
I said underrated.
you
Oh,
did.
maybe if I say overrated, my bad. I'm sorry. I
You
meant
just said,
he's
Okay.
I
you're
think,
okay. I meant to say he's the most underrated Bollywood actor,
he's
producer, director,
he's a
singer,
real,
whatever.
he's a really good actor.
I mean, he's all in one, dude. His music also. Even somebody spoke about these. I don't know. I don't exactly remember when it released, but it was also targeted towards that early 20s teenagers kind of age group. So that was a big hit back then, and I still remember. So back then we never had Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like this. So I had this small pen drive in which you had to download music. That too, you couldn't download it so easily. So you had to download from torrent and stuff. And the Rock On Music album was a big hit, and everybody was going gala over it. Everybody had it downloaded and stuff and play it in cars, especially the teenagers. So the music album of Rock On was great, and then he made Bhag Milkha Bhag. I think that gave him that was the peak of his career when he made Bhag Milkha Bhag, Farhan Akhtar, because that was an amazing role. And recently they released one of his movies on Prime, right? Today or yesterday,
Yeah, some
I was
boxer
seeing
movies.
ads.
Tufan. Tufan.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
plays the boxer. Has anybody watched it yet?
No, I want to watch it. We'll hopefully watch it today,
What's the name?
tomorrow, whenever possible.
It's 1 second. Let me
Tufan,
just
right?
Google. Tufan, yeah, I think
Tufan.
it's Tufan.
The boxing movie.
It's
Tufan.
Tufan.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
plays a boxer there. So I'm a huge Farhan Akhtar fan. I love Farhan Akhtar more than Hrithik Roshan. Hrithik Roshan is a popular opinion, but
Yeah, so that's debatable, I guess. So Farhan Akhtar is obviously he'll be known, like he'll go down in the history books as like having one of the best debut works with Dil Chahta Hai, like as a director. But yeah, it's debatable. It's pretty close between Hrithik Roshan and
I'm ready to
Farhan
debate
Akhtar.
right now. Does anybody want to go at Farhan Akhtar? The floor is open.
Hmm.
The topic, the agenda for today has been shifted to Farhan Akhtar versus Hrithik Roshan.
Like many a times,
That's not
even
fair.
Karan Johar tried to create a controversy between Farhan Akhtar and this Hrithik Roshan. I don't know why. What's his problem?
Karan Johar is just jealous that somebody can direct better movies than him.
Arey, so tell me, who was the director of Dil Chahta Hai? You just said it right.
Farhan Akhtar.
Really?
That was his
Oh.
first.
Yeah.
That was his first, I think, directorial debut.
Oh, God.
Hmm. Even the music
So
of Dil Chahta Hai, it is
Yeah.
the. Did it win a Filmfare for the music? Only for the music?
I have no idea. But yeah, Shankar Ehsaan Loy, right? Music, so obviously it will be
Hmm.
pretty good,
He
top class.
was he was good. It came in 2001, right? So he was
One, yeah.
hardly 27 when he directed the movie.
I'm
He's
not
75 or
sure
something.
about
Yeah,
it.
he was below 30, dude. I mean, that was his debut, and he did an amazing job out of it.
Talking about Dil Chahta Hai, I would argue that that is a more, better way of showing Goa. Like that is what attracted people to Goa rather than the Rohit Shetty Singham film. We could argue. Yeah,
Does
so
anybody else? Yeah, y'all can talk. I mean, it is
we
an
are
open
just
forum. We can
vibing.
talk about anything that y'all want to. If you're boring, y'all please tell us,
Yeah.
and we can pick up. We can pick up any topic that y'all want to. Anybody?
With Yash Star
Juniors?
is I think
Yash?
So Dil Chahta
Okay,
Hai won
Avantika wants to talk about
17
it.
awards.
Okay, go
yeah.
ahead.
17 awards, 5 Filmfare, and Farhan Akhtar himself got like 4 awards out of that, like national level, Filmfare, National Film Award, Z. I think that's great. His debut
Yeah.
film, he wins 4 awards for it. Pretty
I mean
True.
that was the 2000s guy, the movie. Everybody was
Yeah.
like the feel good movie. And even now,
Hmm.
it's one of the top recommendations on a feel good movie. So if you're upset,
Hmm.
if you're dull, if you're having a gloomy day, Dil Chahta Hai is the movie that you should go to.
But I feel
And
Dil Chahta is more of a romantic movie, right?
I mean,
Is it?
it is a romantic movie. No, it talks about friendship. I think for me, like more than like the romance, it talks about friendship, and then it just you are happy. It just makes you happy. I don't know what genre it is exactly,
is
but
not introduced till the interval. Preeti Zinta is not in the movie till the interval. Like there's this whole
Yeah.
2 hour chunk without her, and then she comes. So yeah, it's more of the friendship than them not talking
Oh.
for a while, becoming friends again.
Hmm.
Talking about feel good movies, like I guess we can like each one of us
Three
can
Idiots.
say a feel good movie. I recommend a feel good movie.
Yeah, we can go ahead. So everybody can give your personal recommendation of a feel good movie. Bollywood, Hollywood, Tollywood, Japanese, French, anything.
Yeah, anything.
We'll
Okay.
start off with Ian.
Many I have many good favorite movies. Uh, Choosing
If
from
you had to
English.
pick one,
English.
anything
Any
works.
any.
One movie
I
which will
would
always make you smile at the end of it.
because Three Idiots relates to me the most till today. That's why Three Idiots.
Three Idiots is going to be a
Okay.
popular opinion. So yes,
So
Sony
let's keep
Max.
it like that.
If it's not Surya
Yeah.
Vansham, it's Three Idiots. Okay, since Diksha is so active on the chat, Diksha can go next.
Sorry, I chatted my answer. No.
No, you're supposed to speak.
Right.
No,
So
yeah.
when
So
I'm
yeah,
Shishya.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Right. So usually I need feel good movies when I'm sad, but watching a romantic movie which makes me feel sadder about my love life makes me feel better. I don't even know how that works, but yeah, so like when I watch something, literally any romantic movie, I think this whole genre of movies like The Notebook, Love and Other Drugs, and I can't even name it.
Okay.
Okay, there's Love Rosie, and just all of those movies. Yeah, I watch them and then I feel bad about how I'll never find love in my life, and then I feel good and I cry and I sleep. Yeah, that's my feel good list.
I'll have to decipher this. It's complex, but
Oh,
rom-com.
also Blended. Blended's really nice. That's the feel good movie, I think.
Who wants to go next?
Maybe Yash can go next. Yash.
So if
Yeah.
nobody's talking, no, my backup is having a Friends versus Office debate, and I know that everybody's going to start screaming if we start that.
Let's not go into that territory. Let that be the last resort.
You will not get to have dinner.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I would say I really love those Jackie Chan movies, right, from 2000, and I would suggest Russia. Have you seen the Russia series?
Yeah. Obviously, Russia.
Uh,
All the
those
three.
are really great. Yeah.
Apparently, they're making a fourth one, right? Like right now,
Yeah.
it was on the floors. And yeah.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Speaking of making a fourth one, my feel good movie, because 3 days is taken, is Hera Fairy and Fir Hera Fairy, because that is
Okay.
like the OG Bollywood comedy movie. Like nothing can beat it. The memes are still relevant till today. And this Akshay Kumar is such a versatile actor, right? He did so much of comedy. So first he started off with Hera Fairy, Fir Hera Fairy, and then they did Bhagam Bhag. Yeah, in which Akshay Kumar was Bhagam Bhag the thing where that hotel scene in Singapore where there's a flooding and all, and they
Oh,
kidnap.
De Danadan.
De Danadan.
Oh, that's De Danadan. And Bhagam Bhag was?
Bhagam Bhag was
Bhagam Bhag was again one more time, but they went to London. They went with Govinda. It was.
Yeah, Govinda.
Yeah. Where they go to London and they kidnap that lady actress in the white saree.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
blood in that bodies.
So there was a whole string of these movies, right? All of them comedy. So I always get confused between Bhagam Bhag and De Danadan. But yeah, that entire Hera Fairy though was the
Even
epic
Hangama was
comedy. Yeah, they made Hangama also, yes.
Yeah.
And I think they are having a sequel of Hera Fairy again, in which Paresh Rawal, Akshay Kumar is going to reunite or something.
Yeah.
Okay, who left? Avantika left, I think.
I have two.
Yes.
The romantic one is Notting Hill if I'm feeling, up to it. Otherwise, there's this movie called White Chicks.
Okay.
It's a comedy.
Okay, sexist, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's very racist, sexist, whatever. And there are a lot of but it's, I don't know. It really makes me laugh every time, and I really like watching it. Its heart is in
Oh,
the
this
right.
Terry Crews.
Yes.
This Terry Crews. I just
And his
googled it. I mean,
acting-
Terry Crews
his
is.
acting in that movie is amazing. It's amazing. I watched
Oh.
that. It's kind of
And which
underrated.
was
Not a really great movie, just for I.
very underrated. Rotten Tomatoes says 15%. So yes, very underrated.
It's a lot of people have not watched it. Okay, Rotten
It
Tomatoes.
gives me
reviews.
the Friends vibe. I don't know why. I'm just looking at stills from.
There's these two FBI agents. They dress up as women and they try to solve this crime.
Okay.
Varun.
Sorry,
Varun,
my
no, I think you were
lapsed a bit
disconnected in the
actually.
middle. So,
Yeah.
we were talking about feel good movies. So your personal recommendation.
Okay, now this is a really old one. I'm surprised this comes as no surprise to anybody here because I'm being one of the oldest people here. But this is from 1960. Actually, it's a mad world. There are 4 mads in the title. It was actually, this was a really funny movie. There were like each and every character in the movie was played by an actor. And if you guys have seen the movie Dhamal, right? it's
Hmm.
pretty much a very bad copy of this film, which had which was really great. It was the first comedy, believe it or not, by this director. And this director had previously, it was Stanley Kramer. So so he had previously directed films like Judgment and Nuremberg and all that, and all these comedians were like, when they were signing up, they're like, it's your first comedy, and we know that you're into serious movies and all, but comedy it's a little different. It's not quite quite that way. So, and then later when it actually came to having them act, they apparently had like one separate thick, like at least 500 page set of sheets just for the script, and another 4 or 500 page long sheet, which was the acting directions.
It's a
Yeah.
mad,
So
mad, mad, mad world.
yes.
Okay, so and yes, you said the mall in which they they start searching for a treasure. How many of you have watched Dhamal? Dhamal was fine, but Double Dhamal was meh. I think the quality of Bollywood comedy has gone down over the years because they first made Golmaal, which was like good. Golmaal 2, Golmaal 3, pretty decent. And Golmaal 4, I don't know what's going on. Is it a horror? Is it comedy? Or is it what?
Yeah.
So the plot, the graph, the standard of Bollywood comedy is going down. The same with Dhamal and Double Dhamal. Even Welcome. How much you are a good
Same thing with
Welcome?
Houseful also.
Houseful also, yes. Oh my god, Houseful is so cringe.
Houseful
Houseful
is
is
a
the thing.
nightmare. I think there are 4 parts. There's a 5th one coming.
I lost track of how Houseful. I don't even know how people watch Houseful and
No,
the
I think
Golmaal 4 and stuff like that.
I personally think the first part was good. After that, it was just bad.
How many of you have seen Welcome? Did Welcome have a sequel or was it only one?
Welcome back. Yes.
Welcome and Welcome Back.
Sorry,
Welcome
we
Back
didn't
was
call the
like
sequel
still
Goodbye.
decent.
I'm a big Welcome fan, but not the second part, just the first one.
Okay, I think we have very limited time remaining. So yeah, Diksha, unmute your mic and maybe you can speak.
Diksha, speak. We want to hear your pretty voice.
I agree that Houseful and Welcome, only the original ones are good. The sequels were so weird. I didn't really understand them. I feel like they overcomplicated them for no reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, they feel good. I watch them on TV whenever they come.
Welcome is fine. But yeah, again, nothing beats Hera Fairy because Hera Fairy and Fir Hera Fairy were like the original comedy. Those memes are still good. The memes still go around, and it's been like 20 years or 20 years, and that's just an amazing movie. And yes, Welcome and Golmaal were fine, but then the sequels were meh, pretty disappointing.
Have you seen All the Best? I think that's also pretty
I
fun.
have seen
Yes,
all the best.
yes, I
I've
have.
heard of
It's
it.
been so long.
I remembered vaguely, but
It's
There's
been so long since I watched that. I think I'll watch it tonight if I have time.
there's
which
this guy.
channel is it on?
It's regular on TV at least.
Hmm. Okay. Oh yeah. All the best. I remember. I just googled.
It's
Okay,
again a
Rohit
Rohit
Shetty.
film, I guess.
Yeah, it's Rohit Shetty again. Avantika is just obsessed with Rohit Shetty.
I love Rohit Shetty. He's so entertaining. There's Sanjay Dutt. Oh, Sanjay Dutt is the intimidating comic guy.
She says nobody talked about the pursuit of happiness. So
We have to talk about
again,
crime.
that is, I think we should save it for a film discussion because the pursuit of happiness is something that we can talk about at length. Was it a feel good movie? I don't know. Ian
That's
wants to
the
say something.
Will Smith, right?
The pursuit of happiness. That guy, dude, he's a mathematician or something, and
Like
No, I
Will
mean
who were
Smith and
the
Jaden Smith.
Will Smith. Shit.
Yeah, Will Smith and It's kind of tragic only, but yeah, it's kind of hopeful also, I guess.
Cry movie. If you want a good cry, you can watch it.
It's
Yeah.
a lot. It's philosophy, right? I mean, we should talk about it once. We should do a movie. Sorry,
Discussion.
yeah, we should do the movie once on the club.
Jaden Smith's Karate Kid is also one of my feel-good movies. It's really nice.
Karate.
Yeah, superb. Yeah,
Have you seen it?
Karate Kid with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith. Superb.
Yes. There were a lot of
Even all James Bond. Yeah,
What?
sorry, continue.
James Bond and Tom Cruise movies. Mission Impossible series was epic.
Amazing.
I wouldn't classify that feeling good, but it's like entertaining. Whenever you're bored on a weekend or something, it's entertaining.
Yeah, that scene on Burj Khalifa, right? It's really
Yeah, in which he breaks through the window, and yeah, he's done a lot of stunts. So
Yeah.
a lot of the stunts in the Mission Impossible series are actually done by him. Or Shish, how much time do we have?
It doesn't say anything like, but we saw
Okay,
40
we'll
minutes
go
since
on.
we started. Yeah.
Zoom seems to like Shish. Last time also it gave him more than 45 minutes.
Oh, super
Oh.
cool. Yeah, okay.
Okay, we can talk until like we get boring and everybody starts dropping off on that one.
Or till Anish gets what you say, mortally
Yeah,
hungry.
I get really hungry.
Yeah.
Ian, you want to say something? You were the one who was speaking of Mission
Regarding
Impossible,
what?
right? You were talking about Mission Impossible.
No, I was speaking about James Bond.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can talk about James Bond.
Ian, which James Bond do you like the most? Like which actor? So
Sorry.
Their names, but the most recent ones, like
Daniel
Daniel
Craig.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig. A lot of
Yeah.
us associate James Bond with Daniel Craig because that's like our era of James Bond movies.
And when
I'm
is the new
Bond.
movie
Yeah.
coming?
I like
Uh,
Pierce Brosnan also.
Sorry.
Pierce Brosnan. The old James.
Prius Brosnan. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was equally classy. I think the next movie is coming in October. At least it's supposed to come in October.
yeah. Okay.
Didn't they get a new actor?
Not yet. They are looking for one. Daniel Craig is still.
Yeah, this will be the last movie, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
I think Daniel Craig is done. He said this is my last movie for the last one.
Yeah.
Hasn't he said that for
The
the
upcoming.
past
Yeah.
few
Yeah. Yeah. Varun, you can say. You were saying something.
sorry,
Varun?
I was just interjecting. Like, the point I was
Yeah.
trying to raise is that like we're all arguing about whether or not Daniel Craig will be acting in that, and because he says it's his last film, but hasn't
Yeah.
he been like saying it's going to be his last film for the past 3 films he's been in?
Yeah. We've been saying that for the last 3 films.
They've been looking for an actor. I think their choices were Tom Hiddleston, Robert Pattinson, James Franco.
Okay.
Yes, and there was a
That
poll.
could be a weird choice.
No. Have you seen them in a suit?
Yeah, but still, the kind of movies he's doing, he doesn't look like a James Bond kind of guy. Tom Hiddleston, I don't mind. But
Yeah, there was a poll, and like you could choose.
okay.
That was.
But there was some buzz about the next James Bond being a woman or something, right?
I have. Wow, that would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be
there was-
great if it actually happens. But he's been talking about leaving, like Varun said, he's been talking about leaving since Spectre. And then he said, "I'll do one more," and then he said, "I'll do one more," and I think it's been three movies that he said, "This is my last."
It's
But
good.
But he
yeah.
did say this, like, yeah, okay, we don't know what is the actual reaction. But this
I
is
think
this is the 25th James Bond movie.
I think Casino Royale is my favorite.
Casino Royale is
Okay.
nice. How many people are actual James Bond fans? Is there I have never is there a James Bond versus Mission Impossible clash?
No, they're two different. I mean,
Yeah, two different things, right?
it's
You can't compare, I guess.
different. Tom Cruise is more flamboyant, and James Bond is very
Suave.
Suave. James Bond is a ladies' man.
Yeah.
yeah, you can say that.
Tom Cruise is that typical Hollywood this thing, right? If you ask somebody, "Oh, give me a Hollywood actor name or something," so the first thing that comes is Tom Cruise. He's
So Mission
the
Impossible-
symbol of.
Yeah, he's like he has the same team. There's friendship. There's betrayal, and there's always a what is that? The face changes. What is that called? The disguise as someone else.
The first
Uh,
first Tom Cruise movie that I watched was Top Gun. Okay. And that was like the first Tom Cruise thing that I watched. And I think the sequel to Top Gun has come out, or is it going to come
Not
out?
a sequel. Tom Cruise is acted again in the same movie after 30 years, 40 years. It's the same.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Is it the same movie?
The same movie. He's acted in it again, and he's older,
Oh.
and it looks the same. It's like
It's a
God, this is like
continuation.
Creed, but the exact same story as Rocky.
yeah. It's the same thing. They say it's a sequel or a continuation, but it's technically a reboot.
yeah, it's a reboot, but it's still Tom Cruise. Like Tom Cruise was a teenager
Yeah.
when he shot it first, and
Hmm.
it's quite admirable.
Hmm.
Top Gun won a lot of awards.
Diksha spoke about Pacifier as Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one with Vin Diesel.
I've not seen.
Yeah. No,
What is
it's the one with Vin Diesel and Britney. But there was another this thing, dude. Sheesh, Catch Me If You Can. You all
Yeah,
have
Catch
to
Me
watch
If You
Catch
Can.
Me If You.
I guess most of them would have watched.
Did you
Spielberg,
Is-
right?
Yes.
Catch Me If You Can was DiCaprio's first. Was it his first? He
No,
was
I
still a
don't think
teenager.
so.
It is not his
It
first.
was not his first.
Okay.
He was a child actor, so. But yeah,
Okay.
that was one of the movies which brought him to stardom. Like,
Yes. Catch Me If You Can is great. You all should. Yes. Anybody else has a recommendation? Yash?
And Kingsman Secret Service also is there.
Yes, Secret Service.
But it's more unrealistic kind of Kingsman series.
But
No, but their
it is.
missions that till they qualify is amazing.
I think that was it. It was it totally British? No, I think it was British American or American British or something like that.
the first one was full British, the second one was like with Americans, and supposedly there's a third one coming, which is like an origin story.
Okay. The Secret
yeah.
Service was first. Golden Circle was second.
Yeah, Golden Circle was second.
Okay.
There's
We
also,
had another.
yeah.
Yes. Continue, continue.
It-
Shish.
yeah, Jason Bourne is also actually considered one of the like realistic spy movies, I guess. The series with Matt Damon. If you haven't watched it, I guess you can. Like,
I think
it's
I've
pretty
read
good.
the movies. I've read the books. Was it an adaptation from the book?
I'm not sure. Most of these movies are adaptations, so so
There
I,
was
I
okay. This is not a book club meeting. We shouldn't deviate. But
yeah.
Dan Brown, no, not Dan Brown wrote Lee Child spy books. They were, I think, do they still come out? I don't know if they still come out. I used to read them when I was 5, 6, 7 years ago, but it had a lot of these spy things. So I think it is an adaptation of one of the novels. Yes, or
Talking about Tom Cruise, I guess we can talk about uh, what is that? A Few Good Men, right? So you,
Even Jack Reacher is good of
Jack
Tom
Reacher.
Cruise.
Yes,
yeah, Jack
Jack
Reacher.
Reacher. Tom Cruise has this typical, like, if it's Tom Cruise, it has to be that genre of movie. He's rarely done anything off the of has he?
Uh, I like he has done couple like he's
But
done. I guess there
he
was one Valkyrie was there. There's Few Good Men. There is Jerry Maguire. He does like some movies like that, but yeah, The Last Samurai also I think was his
hmm.
where yeah, but it's always like that, the honor bound, charismatic, you know, that kind of guy only. But still, it's like little more critically acclaimed kind of cinema.
Yes, Avantika, Tom Cruise does action films. Unmute. Yes, give us a recommendation. It's too much of action. We should probably shift genre.
To what?
Rom com maybe.
We still have to do breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yes, it is. Breakfast at Tiffany is up. I think we were supposed to do a Hollywood one this week, next week, and then again do a Indian, South Indian or something like that. So we'll do Breakfast at Tiffany's next week.
Sounds good.
Dude, let's do Bangalore days some week. Maybe like next to next week.
Bangalore Days?
Yeah.
I have
It's a
heard of it.
Malayalam.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a Malayalam
Malayalam.
film.
Yeah. Is it the one in which the trailer has this fancy car that they roam around in?
I don't
I've
think I
seen
watched
one
the
of
trailer.
the. I think the music is really good.
Yeah,
The
then
music
Yeah.
and yeah.
yeah, it's a really nice movie. If you find it with
Speaking of,
subtitles.
yeah, we should watch Bangalore Days with subtitles. I've seen it. I think it's there on Hotstar for free or something. I've seen it once.
I think we
There
should
was
do
this
it.
another one, though, but
Reason.
what is his name? Yeah, Vantika, you were saying something.
I think we should do anime, Japanese.
How many of you all are anime fans? So I am not an anime fan. Anime like doesn't appeal to me. But does anybody want to talk about anime?
So then
Nobody?
I'll share something, I guess. See, I'm not an anime fan, like, but I watched some anime movies, like mostly old school, like Miyazaki and all that. My neighbor
Mm-hmm.
Totoro and Spirited Away, and then I
Mm.
also watched. There was this. I think Ashwin sent it on the group, Cowboy Bebop, which is like a post-apocalyptic sci-fi movie. It's pretty good. The aesthetic of anime movies are pretty good. I guess you can watch those. Yeah, we
I
should
mean,
do one of those.
I shouldn't be the person judging because I've never ever given it a chance either. I've never like
Okay.
tried it out, but it never appealed to me. Like there are some people who go all gala or anime, so I should probably like give it a try.
Yeah, you can. The whole aesthetic, like it looks good. It's very easy on the eyes, so you can maybe give it a try. Like there's this short film by this guy called Watanabe. He made a spin-off series of Blade Runner, which is also another uh, cult
We'll
classic
take
movie.
Diksha's suggestion only if she unmutes and tells us.
Okay, fair enough.
I think the best part about anime movies is that the extent, the limitation of the movie is all about the imagination of the person who's, sort of directing, just putting the movie together, because it's animated, so you can make anything. There is no limit. It is, you can show anything, you can be anything. I think that's very
Yeah,
a nice thing to work around.
Push
everything
me,
looks
somebody
good in
push.
anime.
They really, their characters, they take that,
We'll do
they,
an
they
anime one soon.
sort of draw their characters in a really great way.
Yeah.
What else does anybody have?
Since we are in the animated region, we can talk about Pixar, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pixar. Yeah, so
Uh,
obviously everybody has their Pixar favorites. For me, it will be Coco or Ratatouille. Oh, Pizza
Ratatouille
versus
was
Disney is
nice.
going to. So
Ian Yash. We'll do a Pixar versus Cars, dude. How can you miss out on Cars?
yeah, Cars is also kind of good.
Cars, and then they had Toy Story. Toy Story was uh, Toy Story was ultimate. Like Toy
Yeah.
Story was the thing that you used to watch as a kid. But Toy Story is Disney, right? It's not Pixar.
No, it's Pixar.
It's Pixar?
Yeah,
Or is
yeah.
it like a collab between Disney and Pixar?
It's like, so Disney has bought Pixar, but most of the autonomy is with Pixar, right? So when Pixar
Okay.
makes a movie, most of it is by Pixar. The story, animation, everything is by Pixar. The distribution is by Disney. So when it releases it on the
Mhm.
screen, so it's from Disney. Yeah.
So if you watch the Pixar movies, it says Disney, then it says Pixar, or it says Pixar,
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
But they are just Disney movies and the Pixar Disney movies. They have like they're slightly
Yeah.
different.
You can
Yeah,
make out the
Yash was
difference.
saying
You can
something.
make out. You can make out.
Yash, you were saying something?
nothing actually, but I just wanted to know: is there a plain Disney movie? I think Aladdin and all those, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Aladdin.
Mm,
I think Aladdin. Yeah, Aladdin was Disney because how long ago was Aladdin?
92, I think.
92.
92, yeah.
We had a live remake 2 years back, right?
Yeah, yeah. Live remake with Will Smith and Naomi
Yeah.
Right.
Scott.
So Disney makes all its most of its highest grossing films every 50 years or 40
Yeah.
years.
The
And
Jungle Book and Lion King, yeah.
it has autonomy over the children's fairy tale sort of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So when does that leave us? We did Disney, we did animation, we did Bollywood, we did action. We spoke about a lot. Is there something that we haven't spoken about? Varun, you want to come in?
Tragedy hasn't really been explored, right? Like, or I wouldn't say really tragedy in the traditional sense. I suppose, like, the really thought-provoking films, like like how Christopher Nolan does, like stuff like Interstellar, Inception, all those types of movies.
Interstellar is thought-provoking, and Shutter Island, dude. Shutter Island just left me what just happened. That was the reaction towards the end of Shutter Island. Okay, so no, I don't know, like a lot of other Nolan movies are understandable, right? If you watch them once or twice. But personally, for me, no spoilers, but Shutter Island was just, I don't know what's happening. And I was depressed after watching Shutter Island for 2 days. Like, I was like, everything is a lie, everything that's going around me is a lie. I'm not overdoing it. It actually like leaves you totally confused. Has everybody watched Shutter Island?
I watched Shutter Island, and yeah, the final twist was pretty jarring. But for me, the experience was not the same as you. It's a very good movie, no doubt. But then I don't know if it was more confusing than a Nolan film. I think the Inception is the most confusing film you can watch. At least most confusing mainstream film you can watch. Maybe I'm wrong.
Anybody else?
I think Shutter
I think
Island is dark.
Yeah, Shutter Island Dark. Yes, that was the word I was missing. Shutter
Psychological.
Island is a dark thing.
Shutter Island is dark and it's like psychologically, it's not, you don't really feel great. Of course, it's centered around a mental asylum, but still.
You don't feel great. Take it from me. If you are looking for a happy, like if you're depressed, you should never watch Shutter Island.
It's quite a goosebumps giving movie.
Diksha, you can watch Shutter Island if you want to feel more sad.
No, don't watch it. That's shut up. What?
No,
I
so Shutter Island doesn't make me feel sad. It just makes me feel empty. I don't want to feel empty. I want to feel sad.
I think Black Swan was an interesting subversion actually of this genre. Like, I wouldn't say it's entirely like a thought provoking. I mean, it's very, but it's at the same time, it's not very obvious what's happening in the film, especially when they show like, that, I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers, but like, the changes that happen to her as what's happening. It's like, that there are a lot of theories for why that is happening to her. I mean, and when I initially watched the film, there were like 1,000 things running through my head at the same time, trying to understand what was happening. But um, at the end, I felt like it was
It,
that
yeah,
aspect really did leave me
right?
sad at the end.
I've I've seen a trailer of Black Swan, but yeah,
What
I
is it
haven't
about?
really got to watch it. So maybe
Natalie
like we can
Portman?
watch Black. Yeah, it is like a thriller, like what do I say? Suspense. Maybe Varun can explain better because I've just seen the trailer. I've not seen the full movie.
So Black Swan is basically, fundamentally, it is about the anxiety of being replaced. That was the whole theme behind the whole movie, about people who perform in performing arts and the anxiety of being replaced. That's like the most spoiler-free way I can describe the film. But how it goes about depicting that is a very original take. I think at least it's not something that's very commonly done, and basically it tries to depict this in multiple ways, and the whole and it's actually about the name Black Swan comes from the fact that the setting is about a ballet dancer who suddenly gets the main role in this ballet, and how she's trying to adapt to all these to the stresses and strains she has to go through in trying to to do this role, because it takes her out of her comfort zone. This is But it, like, from the way I've described it, you might think it's like, one of those movies where someone is training, but no, it's actually it's a psychological movie. And basically it just walks you through how she has to like go through a lot of uh, psychological stress to get to be a perfect in the role that she's trying to play.
Maybe we can do Black Swan 2 one of these days if it's available on YouTube or like Telegram or something like that. How much y'all are Nolan fans?
I'm a Nolan fan. Obviously, I think.
Sheesh.
Like,
Pretty obvious.
yeah. So, yeah, I'm a Nolan
But
fan. I
any
even like
hardcore
Tenet.
Nolan fan because yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You were saying
there was
something.
this. I was saying, does anybody else want to talk about Nolan? And then I'll just end up talking a lot. I was talking
Okay.
about this one, Prestige. The Prestige, right?
Uh-huh.
I think you recommended it to me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, it was you. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Prestige. I mean, Prestige is a really good. It's not depressing. It's not. It doesn't make you feel empty. So at the same time, it has a lot of suspense and keeps you keep guessing. So Prestige, I think it's underrated. One of the underrated Nolan movies. Everybody talks
Yeah.
about Inception.
Because it was
So
more grand, right? So
yeah.
bigger budget and
Hmm.
No, it's just that Inception was Tom Cruise, so there was more PR rating. That's all.
sorry.
And it's just
She
that
said Inception had a lot of star presence. That is
yes.
why.
Okay. I thought she said Inception had Tom Cruise. I was like, oh
No,
yeah,
Inception had this one. No,
yeah, Leo
Leo.
right?
Leo was a Leo. Um,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
also had the villain
Tom
dude. What was the
Hardy.
villain? No, this
Tom.
one. No, no, no,
yeah.
no. Joseph was there. No?
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, and Murphy also was.
Yeah, Elliot Page was also in.
Who's his wife? Who's the dead wife?
I think Cotillard. I think her name is Marion Cotillard.
Mario
hope I'm-
Cotillard.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Anything else? I kind of have to go for dinner, so maybe y'all can carry
Yeah.
on, and Shrish can, like, if y'all are still interested in talking. Shrish,
Or we
you
could
can
like
take over.
We can
yeah,
wrap.
okay, but like before you leave, I think we'll just wind up if that's no problem. Then
Yeah,
like
good,
before
good,
winding up, we can like chalo. Like
Okay.
I don't think we don't need a
I'm
photograph,
glad,
right?
No, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad all of you joined because
Yeah.
at a point of time we were considering scrapping the open forum for tonight because we didn't have participation. But like we had
Yeah,
like
thanks to
seven,
Ian for
eight of y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Ian messaged me saying that when are we having the meeting, and I was like, oh, okay, so
So we
chalo,
are actually
let's
scrapped.
see.
And then she sent a message saying, "Oh, somebody has shown interest." So then we're like, "Okay, let's have it." So it was pretty like.
Thanks to Ian for this meeting.
Thank you, Ian. Shout out to Ian. It was pretty impromptu and like we hadn't prepared. So we spoke, had a conversation. So hopefully it wasn't very boring and you all had a good time. Varun, Avantika, Yash, Ian, Diksha, Shrish. Did I miss out on anybody? Okay. Everybody else who joined. We spoke about a lot. We spoke about anime. We spoke about Disney. We spoke about Hollywood, Bollywood. Rohit Shetty. So I had
Nolan.
fun. I have a lot of recommendations now to go and watch, which I shouldn't be watching because I have to study for my exams. But I'll
We can
watch
always
them.
make time.
I can always make an excuse and watch them instead of studying. Anyway,
Okay, chalo.
thank you so much, guys, for joining.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
you all
you.
had a great weekend and happy
Thanks.
WebEx next week.
Yeah, happy WebEx to you too. Bye.
Happy WebEx.